Where's your devotion? Where's your devotion?
Hi Capricorn, welcome to Maddie Tarot. I'm Maddie, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for November 16th through the 30th, 2022. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everybody from front to back. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. You may need to swap roles throughout. I am just reading energy and doing my best to decipher a story from the messages. So you may need to swap roles as necessary, and do not overextend or stretch yourself to make it fit. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Be sure to check your other placements because your messages could be there. And I just want to say thank you to anybody who has subscribed or supported this channel in any way. I greatly appreciate it. Please leave a comment for feedback. If you have any suggestions, I am open to suggestions and we're making changes here. So this is a passion of mine. I greatly appreciate any support. So like, subscribe, comment, all that. And thank you so much. So I've already cleansed the space, cleansed the decks, pre-shuffled, and meditated on the collective conscious of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So what does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Let's see. Messages for Capricorn. Alrighty. So we're going to start with a card for you. One more. Capricorn, you got the Magician. And on the person on your mind, let's see. The Empress. Past energy for Capricorn. You got the Two of Swords. Present energy. The Page of Coins. Your intuition. The Three of Pentacles. Your challenge. The Knight of Coins. And your advice. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Coins. And your person on your mind, what are they thinking? How are they feeling? What's their next move? The Five of Pentacles. Bias or caution. The Four of Pentacles. And your guidance. Uh-oh. Okay. Jeez, one more. Okay. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Alrighty. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck here, you've got the Emperor. Alright. Let's pull a crystal card for Capricorn. Oh, that came out quickly. Larimar. Okay, so Larimar is a mixture of sky and sea energy specifically tuned to women. This stone helps restore a connection with the earth goddess and bestows upon you the energy of the sky and sea. As you meditate, it can help you reach the spiritual plane and even help with angelic connections. So I'm getting here that you need to get in touch with your divine feminine, Capricorn. So we all have divine masculine, divine feminine in us, regardless of gender identity. And what the feminine encompasses is nurturing, caring, compassionate, empathetic, in tune with the emotion. It's less logic, more feeling. and provide nurturing nature. Um, a very healing energy is what comes along with the feminine. So that is something that Spirit is saying that you might need to tune into at this time. So let's get further clarification on what's going on here. On your side, Capricorn, you've got the Magician. So the Magician is manifestation, creation. It looks like you're trying to manifest something, or the circumstances that are present have been manifested by you. Let's see, clarify the Magician. We've got the Muse of Emotions here. So that's balancing your heart and mind. That's emotional regulation, devotion, love. And this is something that you want. I'm seeing here that your person on their end wants it as well. They've got the Empress here. So that is the Divine Feminine. Loving connection, a nurturing, giving energy. And this is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. This person on your mind, though, they're looking at something as you guys are going through a lesson at this time, I guess. The past energy here, we've got the Two of Swords. There was indecision that was happening, a stalemate came to between a rock and a hard place, and there was a stagnation, no moves being made, so a gridlock. And this is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. This had to do with a long-term commitment that was supposed to happen here, and that you guys probably talked about. And the Ten of Pentacles also talks about roots and family origins and history and such. So in the past here, it looks like this indecision and this gridlock came from something that was deeper rooted. In the present energy, there's a page of coins. There's talk of new beginning and bringing something in. And again, page of coins is manifestation as well. So you want this love. There's manifestation, and in the present energy, you both want this. However, look at this: Eight of Emotions, Eight of Cups. Somebody has walked away, or somebody feels like the other person has checked out and walked away. So hold on, let me clarify this intuition space. The Three of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Wands. Okay, so we're going to start here. So the Magician. Something has been created here. Whether the circumstances are positive or negative, they were brought in. And you have this also serves to say that you have the control and power to change them if you don't like them. The Muse of Emotions here is the King of Cups. So emotional regulation, balancing the head and heart, bringing the mind along to accompany the heart, leading with the heart, opening up, being devoted, loving, caring. The King of Cups is very emotionally intelligent. So maybe getting in touch with your vulnerable side in regard to this connection. Your person on your mind they've got the Empress. So very caring, very nurturing. They want to give this to you. The Eight of Pentacles here. There's some sort of lesson that's being learned. They are obtaining the skills needed in regard to this this love. I'm getting here. You guys could be you guys are still talking. This isn't fully. There's not a full separation that has happened. You guys are still in contact with each other. In the past, though, there was this push-pull, gridlock, indecision. It felt stuck. It was something that was uncomfortable. It had to do with commitment, and it had to do with a deeper root of like maybe childhood wounds or something in regard to how each of you was raised. And that is what the face of the conflict was directed at one another. But the root of the conflict went back to before you two knew each other. So identifying what that is and where our limitations are is essential in connecting with another person. The Page of Coins here is a manifestation. It is going out and getting something that it's being ambitious. It's being willful. And the Eight of Cups here is somebody walked away or feels like someone walked away, or possibly you feel far away from the opportunity here. So of the Page of Coins, the manifestation, the thing, the whatever is being gone, sought after, the goal, feels far away at this time. In your intuition, I'm going to clarify the second row before we go there. So in your challenge, you got the Knight of Coins clarified by the Moon. And in your advice, you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Coins clarified by the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Emotions. And then the 5 of Coins in your person's energy, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and their next move, clarified by one more. The 5 of Emotions. Okay, so double 5 there. Alrighty, so in your intuition, you've got the 3 of Pentacles. Teamwork, collaboration, effort, putting in the work in a collaborative, co-creative solution with somebody. And then we've got the 6 of Wands here, which is pride. It's also recognition. So I'm getting 2 things here. Not only is your intuition telling you to work something out with somebody and to partner with them and be, treat them as a teammate and an equal. I'm getting here a little bit of pride. It might be standing in the way. Also, though, here, recognition, giving someone their flowers. So maybe you feel like this person doesn't recognize your contribution, the effort you put in, but also you need to understand that there is communication that is required surrounding these things. So for you to be able to put in this effort and then explain yourself and be vulnerable with this person, you would have to put this pride aside, and you would also have to give that. So it's a equal give and take. And that is what your intuition is asking at this time. The Knight of Coins here is dedication, commitment, and it's hard work, and it's slow moving towards something that is obtainable. There is effort here, and it looks like your challenge is putting in that effort, being able to move toward that and put the work in that is needed to facilitate this or bridge this gap, essentially. And the Moon is what's standing in the way. There's insecurities at play. There's some sort of illusion. Maybe you're not looking at the situation objectively, and you're looking at it subjectively in regard to your own internal struggle here. There's something that is not being seen correctly, and that is what is keeping you from making these moves towards somebody. It largely your advice here is to do the work. It's the 7 of Pentacles here is to tend to the garden. You reap the fruits of what you reap. What you sow, essentially, is what this is saying. And so I've got here the 3 of Emotions, which is friendships. I would say look at your friendships and look at your romantic relationships and see where is it, how do they differ and why? And it largely has to do with the 7 of Pentacles. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So look at the quality of your relationships, whether it's familial, platonic, friends, romantic, whatever it may be. Look at the quality of your relationships and look at the type of labor you do for them. And that is your advice here, is to look at that. Your person on your mind. They've got the 5 of Pentacles, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and their next move. It looks like they're moving away. They're becoming more distant and cold. And they're grieving something, the loss of something. They are largely in an energy of, there's some regrets here. There's some regrets. And it looks like due to this, they are moving away from this connection at this time. Which makes sense because in their energy up here it was the somebody's walking away, or it feels far away, the goal, and then also in their energy they had the lesson and some sort of education or skill they learned in regard to this. So they're trying to extract the lesson at this time due to some sort of pain that had gone on here. And I see that there's insecurities at play. So really, really look at the effort and the way you show up to different types of relationships in your life. Your bias here is the Four of Pentacles. Your bias here is that you're holding on to something regarding self, and you're maybe holding tightly to your resources, not fully opening yourself up. And your bias here is, look at that, Seven of Wands. You are holding on to resources, not opening up, and this is a somewhat of a closed off, selfish energy. And then Seven of Wands is protective and defensive. So your bias here is that maybe you are interpreting certain things as being threats when, and that is largely keeping people at bay, especially in a romantic partnership. And so when we communicate defensively, we are guaranteed to only get defensive communication or offensive back. And when we can drop the defense and get curious instead of get angry. So, step back and take into account that your feelings are valid. However, so are the other person's. And when we can disarm our defense and start to get curious about understanding why we feel that way and why the other person feels the way they do, that is where opportunities are to understand and grow with each other. Your guidance here is the Ten of Pentacles. Your guidance here is to look back at the root. So up here, there was gridlock in the past energy because of the Ten of Pentacles, because of commitment and what it means and how it's rooted back in what associations your experiences have caused you to have in regard to this. Your guidance here is to really dig into that. We're going to clarify this. It's got the Four of Wands. There is a reconciliation here in regard to a long-standing commitment, and it's going to require to really look at the effort in your different types of relationships, see where the differences are, find where the root of that issue is, because it is internal, the moon, remember, your challenge. And then once you are able to identify these things, you can, sorry about that. What I was saying was you'll see, you get to the root of this, and then you will be able to have this reconciliation or this reunion, okay? Over here, you've got the Emperor, and at the bottom of here, you've got the Ace of Materials. So this is about bringing structure and stability back. It's about opening up and being more vulnerable. New opportunities lie within this connection, as long as you're able to drop the defenses and stop being such a rock of, like, you want to appear. The Emperor does not touch on their feelings, and they rule with an iron fist. And so if you're able to drop this outside shell, this defense, and really get into the thick of this moon energy here, then you'll be able to make that step forward, hard work, dedication, commitment, moving forward. And you need to weigh a few things here, because this person's moving away from you at this time, and this opportunity has been strong-armed, pretty much is what I'm getting here. And so again, Larimar, tapping into the more vulnerable side of ourselves, because it does exist, whether or not you feel like you are an emotional person, it exists. We are human, and we have emotions, and that is just an inescapable part of life. And the more you run from your emotions and do not express them, the more that they will have a grip on you and control your entire life and all of your relationships. So let's get some inner guidance messages here. Compassion. Have compassion for yourself and for others. And compassion really just means showing, I mean, it's validating somebody, it's empathy, it's understanding that people have different perspectives, and giving them grace and the benefit of the doubt. Is this thought useful? So really weighing, sometimes our mind is on a program of just repetitive thought patterns, and they don't really serve us well. So you can say whatever thought, like for example, whatever thought is causing you to be in this defensive energy here, really weigh that in your life and say, how many times have I been defensive, and what has it actually cost me? What has it cost me? Because I get here that you love this person. However, this person's moving away from you, and this goal you have here is very far away at this time, and you have a lot of defense defensive energy in your bias section. So it is solely one-sided in the reason why this defense is needed. And so, is this thought useful? Is this benefiting you? Is there a different way you could look at this and maybe bring compassion to the situation and change? When you change the way you think, you change your entire world, the world around you. A new a new perspective can not only change the past, but can change the future. Include. You don't have to do everything by yourself. No person is a one man show. We all require a village. My favorite quote ever is, if you want to go far, if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It's an old African tribe proverb from, I'm not sure which tribe, but I love that quote. Who am I? When we start to go inward and look at these things and start questioning our own thoughts, and is this thought useful, we might find that the things we've come to know for so long that are rooted here in, this Ten of Pentacles energy, they really make up a large part of our identity. And when we start to question these things, we might also question, who am I? But that's good, because the only thing that is constant in this world is that everything changes. And so we are constantly changing. Everything is constantly in a state of change. Nothing remains the same. And that is just something we need to come to accept about ourselves. Gentle okayness. Not everything needs to be so heavy, is what I'm getting here. Gentle okayness. It's okay to let things, slide within reason. But owning my idea, own your idea. So, okay, so what I'm getting here is that, especially with this, is this thought useful? Who am I? And own my idea. I feel like, and especially because of including compassion, I mean, all of it really, I feel like your way of thinking, you may have trouble including others and being okay with some sort of opposing viewpoint, because you very much own your ideas, and you pride yourself in that, and that's great. But like anything in life, too much of one thing too much of a good thing can become bad. So being very confident in yourself and your ideas, wonderful. It becomes bad when you start being negligent of others that you care about and start dismissing them because you think you know better. So being okay with opposing viewpoints and understanding that if you include people and provide compassion and start questioning and be open and curious and understand, is this thought actually useful? Is there another way to look at this? Is there only one way to do this? Because somebody may reach the same destination as you, but they didn't get there the same way. And so that right there in and of itself shows that there's more. I mean, people can have different ideas and still get the same goals done. And when you can come together with somebody and discuss these things and really have an understanding through compassion, that is when this new opportunity will come. but you got to drop this rigid energy here, okay? So Capricorn, that's all I have for you today. I really hope it helped. Thank you.
Feel like we've reached a crossroads. Ooh, don't you hate them ultimatums? But we need a revelation to save us. Stuck in the moment, it seems. The more I think, the more I don't know.